Aloha, it's Regina Dunphy, your Power of Mind life coach and Law of Attraction life coach and intuitive mentor. I am here tonight. I hope you are all well and hunkering down where you need to and really taking the time to love yourself and to care for yourselves and your families in probably in ways you haven't even had a chance to with hectic lives. Of course, it's hectic in a different way, but can still sneak in those extra snuggles here and there, being home with our families. So tonight I want to talk to you about statistics. I know there's going to be a lot of opinions about what I have to say, and as usual, everything that I ever say to you is something for you just to contemplate if it works for you or not, and perhaps it'll work for you down the road and not today. So my intention here is just to give you some ideas to contemplate to help yourselves come into alignment with just new ideas, these new thought perspectives that I'm talking about. So the reason that I don't believe in statistics is you don't know those people, you don't know what they think, you don't know what they believe, you don't know what they feel. And those are the big cornerstones for your own personal thriving. And everybody, first of all, the human body, across the board, same human body. The difference is how we think and how we feel, how we act from those belief systems, those thinking places. And we form habits and mental habits. I'm not just talking about physical habits, because your physical habits, whether it's, how you eat, how you drink, if you smoke, if you're addicted to something, if whatever, those are all extensions of your thinking and believing patterns. So when you hear on the radio or the TV or the internet about all the people that have died, or specifically in today's time, or how people caught a virus, or how and really this applies to everything. Anything there's a statistic for, I don't believe in the statistics. They don't drive how I make decisions, because I don't know those people. And even if I did know them, I don't know what their internal dialogue is and how they're projecting their life, how they're believing in something. People kill themselves, not like suicidal, but people kill themselves by their fear all the time in getting a virus and just being told no one can help you, you can't. Cancers, diabetes, all the big ones, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's. People die sometimes quickly from these things because of their belief system. And that's why you can't hang your hat on statistics. You just can't. So don't let how many people in what country portion died and how many age category died and who died. It doesn't matter how old, pre-existing conditions, none of that actually matters. Now, if you study energy, vibration, quantum physics, epigenetics, if you have any kind of idea about those things, you can start to understand how what we're taught is not necessarily what's actually happening for us or to us. So I'm getting all these ideas at one time in my mind, which is always my fun juggling act. So I really want to just kind of present this idea to you in a gentle way, because people are going to really be thinking about, what do you mean? The scientists know, and the doctors know, and and okay, they do based on what they're saying, but there's an element, a major element missing from those medical statistics, those environmental statistics, even the environment. Right now we're hearing so much about pollution and Mother Nature curing herself and all that. And yes, we have taken away the pollution and different things, but also we have taken our thoughts in a different direction. Our thoughts are not on some of these other things that they have been. Our attention has turned. We have turned our head to a new view, allowing vibrationally, not just pollution and all that, but vibrationally as a whole, we have begun to shift different patterns and affect the earth. I have a personal opinion about climate change. I do believe this is a collective energy vibration that we're sending out in a negative way that's causing a lot of our climate changes that are considered negative. Also, the earth is a living being. She has her own cycles, her own ways of processing information. She's also completely, I'm saying she, the earth, do we ever call it a him? Well, anyways, Mother Nature definitely always knows how to right herself if we get the heck out of the way. And I don't just mean pollution and stuff. I'm talking vibrationally. The same thing that reminds me that I wanted to say tonight about people and statistics is people that are ill, cancer, it doesn't have to be virus. I'm talking anything that's dis-ease, where we're not at ease in our body. If we are taking pity on somebody or we're fearful for them, we are not offering a high vibration of health or well-being to whomever we are focusing on. We are doing them a great disservice. You must think of them as well and capable of coming into alignment with their natural well-being, because that is the way the world works. In fact, even if you are sick with everything, your body, who does trillions and trillions of things every moment, is still doing more right than quote unquote wrong. And so, but if you focus only on what's not working for you, that's all you can see, then that's going to consume you. You have to allow, or I don't want to say you have to, because you don't have to. But I'd really like you to take a moment to think, which direction am I going in? Do I really believe? And a lot of times when I talk with people that are more religious, they're like, well, God, God, God. Well, yes, God. God made you perfect. He didn't put a flaw in you. And he doesn't tell you what you get to think or don't think. And it's not sin. God is not about punishment. God is about freedom of expression, expressing him, his creation. You are creating through the God source, however you want to call it, the God source. So I don't want to get too off track here. It's real easy for me to do sometimes just because there's so much information that I want to give you, but I want to give it to you in bite-sized chunks so that we can, don't eat the whole royal wedding cake in one full gulp. I say that because I don't like the idea of how to eat an elephant one bite at a time. So I'm talking about that big old royal cake. We're not doing we're taking it a bite at a time. And that's why I want to try to help myself keep a little more precise with you guys. But really, when you're looking at the news and you're being fearful of what's going on, please understand the element that's missing is their personal belief system and how they govern their body. Have they had other big traumas in their life happen right now? Were they believing I'm old or I'm sick so I can't overcome this? Those are the kinds of thinking patterns that are happening in one's mind that will dictate whether they pass away or not. So just take this into consideration. Of course, this isn't a whole program or a whole anything. This is just information for you to help dovetail into your own belief systems. So just be real easy about the idea and just contemplate it gently and help yourself maybe come to some new ideas. Okay. And I want to tell you about tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am actually going to do something that I'm super passionate about, and I'm just going to do a little bit about it because I'm actually in the middle of creating a big program, but I'm going to break down into a little program. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my mind-bending shape-shifting, taking the way out of weight program, where many of my people know that I've lost over 130 pounds through power of mind and not through diet and exercise. The reason I want to talk about this with you is because tonight on the news, I saw this new slogan of the 15 from quarantine. And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we do not need to pack on 15 pounds of quarantine just because it's a cute saying. We don't. we don't need to be fearful of what we're putting in our body. What's most important is to find some balance in ourselves so that we're really feeling what we do need and having food experiences even in this difficult time. So I really am going to talk to you tomorrow about a few of the tips and tricks that I have for keeping myself in balance and to really understanding myself so that when I'm eating, I'm just having the food experience. It's just energy, and your body is made to process and eliminate what it doesn't need. So I'm going to talk more about that tomorrow. I'm really excited about it because it's actually what I'm super passionate about, and I love using the law of attraction and power of mind and that intuitive and instinctual element that we're kind of trained out of. So obviously this is a great time. We're in the house. We've stocked up with food. A lot of it is food that we wouldn't normally eat, and it's processed food, and we have a lot of beliefs about that. So you're eating your beliefs, not the food, but your beliefs. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. I'm super excited about it because it's something I'm super passionate about, and I love you all. If you have any questions about anything, you can always send me a personal message. And again, if we want to talk about something that's fantastic, I can talk about anything. Whatever you want to talk about, I got it. But if you do private message me, I won't mention who you are. We can do that anonymously on here and talk about some stuff. So, or you can ask questions here on the lives that I'm doing every day. So lots of aloha and love to you. I'm super excited about tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Take care.